Hello, I am Vala, and you must be tired of this n8n workflow executions. You have 1,000 executions and a 14 days trial, right? So you might be frustrated that you just have 14 days to work on with n8n, but there's a solution of every problem. In this video, I'll help you and guide you that how you can implement this n8n workflow on your system with unlimited executions and everything you can do with every access to your n8n workflows. So make sure you watch the video till the end so that you would able to do the same things what I am doing, what every business, what every person AI guy doing. Just make sure you watch the video because there are many credentials, many keys that you need to paste in different fields. So make sure you watch the video carefully, and if you like this video then don't forget to subscribe the channel. So let's begin the video. So firstly, to do the automation, what you need to do, you need to download this Docker. Docker is a container which allows you to run some different code written on somewhere on your system, no matter what are the system requirements or anything. So firstly, you need to download the Docker. Here you would see the Docker download desktop button. Here you would have the Mac, Linux and the Windows. So I'm going to download the Windows one. So it will start downloading over here. Now once you download it, just install it. It's simple. Second thing is what you need is your nGrok. So nGrok is a tunneling which helps you to make your local host public, make your localhost public to the users, everyone who can see. So it allows you to do that thing. So similarly, what you need to do is just click on started, get started for free. Once you click on the button, you will be redirected to a login page. Okay, so I'm redirected to the download page because I'm already logged in. So it will ask you for login credential. Just go do the login stuff and all, right? And here it will automatically detect the platform. If you're on Linux or iOS, then you would change it from here. My Docker installation is complete. Just click on OK. Right, so the installation is done. Now here you would get an option to download it as okay, just let's leave it. It's simple. Just you need to install Docker. Just click OK. Nothing more to do. Next thing is to install the nGrok. So for the nGrok, you will have two options: download and chocolatey. We're going to do the chocolate download button. Here, just click on this 64 bits Windows. It will start to download the zip file, and there are some other things that you need to do, which we'll do it later on. Okay, so I already have my Docker installed. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to this field nGrok, just extract it over here. Once you extract it, you will have the nGrok exe file, and that's all you need to do for now. The next step is to open the Docker and download the n8n container. So once you open the Docker, they will ask you for the login credentials and all, and just simply you just have to log in. If you're from IT guy, I think you don't need any explanation that how you can do the login stuffs and all. So once you are done with that, just open Docker. Here is my Docker. See, it would look like this. I have logged in over here. You could see. Now just come on the containers section or images section. Here, see, I already have my n8n. I'm gonna delete it from here to show you how you can do it. So see, it is deleting. Now see, I don't have any images onto my Docker container. So what you need to do, just go on the search button, type n8n. So it will find the first one. Just click on the first one and you would see that the container. You don't have to run, you just have to pull. Okay, so make sure it is the latest version and just pull it. Now it will start downloading the Docker files onto your system. Once it is done, you will see a button called run over here, or you would find it on the images side. To see whether it is running or not, just open your task manager, performance. You would see your Ethernet, the speed. This means it is downloading the file. Okay, so we're gonna wait until the downloading is done, and now you could see it is completed. Now if I just go to this images, you would see this is still downloading, and it will be executing on your RAM, and it will take a bit of CPU. Okay, so make sure there are some different things what you need to do when you are updating or when you are into the setting up the Docker. At that time, I'll gonna show you later in the video. Okay, so now you could see my downloading is done for the n8n workflow. Here you could see, here is the button to run and show image action. So if you click on n8n and if you click on run, so see, you will get a container option. So you don't have to do the running thing right now. You need to do some optional settings which is present over here. There are so many things which you need to make sure to add the variables, and as of what I told in the beginning of the video, this thing you need to do. First thing is to add a container name. Let's just name it n8n container. You're gonna have a host port, so you're gonna have a port number which is every time localhost 5000. It is for the node.js server. Well, so you can choose any number. I'm gonna choose 5555. Okay, so here is one of the thing which is your host path. The host path is where you're gonna save the n8n data, the workflows, the files, everything will be stored onto this path. So let's just add a path. You can do it in the C drive, but for now I'm going to do it on my D drive. I'm going to create a new folder. You can do it anywhere. So let's just create a new folder called n8n-data. So just enter it to the folder and select the folder. So you would have the path over here. The container path is what it is, the path where the container gonna store the data. Okay, so you're gonna have to give the same path as of what I'm giving, because this is a dynamic path that Docker is gonna find and find the containers. Okay, so it's /home /node /n8n. so this is the path that you would have to give. Okay, this is the path. Now let's come to the environment variable. There are a lot of variables that we need to define. So here is our first environment variable, that is n8n community packages allow tool usage. So you don't have to write it. I'm going to provide you this environment variable names into the description. You can just copy and paste it over here. So the value would be true. This means that it will allow the system to download packages from external sources, download the JSON files, right? Those things it will be allowed to do in your local system. Next is your n8n editor base in the next base URL. So this is where we're gonna do the workflows, and also we need to have a URL. We can't do it our local host like this. We can't do it over here because this is not gonna catch up onto the HTTPS. Okay, so for that, what you need to do, I'll just show you. We installed nGrok, right? Just open the nGrok over here in the background. We don't have to do anything over here. Now let's come back to this nGrok page. Here, once you download this, you will see an option over here, that is your deploy your app online. So there is an ephemeral. This is not what we're gonna do. We're gonna click on domain. It's static domain. So here you would get an option to do the apply for your domain, etc. Then you will get this button, and then you will get this code. So make sure you will have a button over here in order to get this thing. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna copy this much part. Okay, this much part, not everything. Now let's come back to our n8n Docker. Here just add https : and then the URL. Okay, so this is the complete URL for your base. Next variable is your webhook URL. So just type webhook. You don't have to type, you just have to copy paste it, and the value would be same as above, which is given over here. So you're gonna have to paste the same command over here. So your next variable is your n8n Docker, this one, n8n default binary mode. Just copy this one, paste it over here, and here default is nothing, but we're gonna provide file system. Okay, so there is file system, there is a memory which will store your data into the memory. So we're going to do the file system. Now what is this default binary data mode is? It is like storing of multimedia, right? If you have some videos, if you have images, videos, right, it's gonna store. If you provide default value, then it will store on your RAM. Then it will put a lot of pressure, it will put a lot of execution on your RAM instead of your storage. So now file system, what file system does is it will store the data onto your system's drive. Okay, so this will store systems data into the system drive and not on this RAM, so that you can do the execution and other workflows with your RAM while storing the data onto the system. Now once you're done with this thing, let me just get rid of this all values. So these are the things what you need to do. Then once you're done with this thing, just click on run, and it will start executing on to your Docker container. just make sure you're on the logs file, right? So it will do the initialization and starting the migration. And now you would see that this is now working, and if you get this message like editor is now accessible via this one, then this means that you have completed all the steps correctly. Now next step is to just see what does this do. Now once you open the app, you would see the endpoint is offline. That is correct, because we have deployed the application, but the application does not know what to do. The server from where we are executing does not knowing that what is our thing, what we need to display, etc, etc. So I told you to open the nGrok, the command prompt. Now what you need to do is copy this command, the command which is for the configuration. Now just copy it and over here paste it like this. Now once you paste this, you would see the auth token saved to configuration file. So this is the file where your auth token is gonna stored. Okay, so once you're done with this adding the auth token, next thing is to add your URL over here. Just copy this URL. Okay, now come to your nGrok. Here you need to paste the URL. Now let's understand what this URL is trying to say. This is just a command for informing that we are using nGrok. This is the URL where we are doing the hosting, and the last 80 is your port number. Now remember, when we did the things on Docker, we gave a port number of 5555. Okay, so make sure you add the same path local host number, so that there would no any consequences or anything. Just make sure you do the same thing as of I'm doing. Now click enter, and then once you do the enter, you would see your connection is successful. You would see the session is online, the name, the version, everything. Now once I click on this URL, you would see now you are visiting this app. Please master nGrok app. Now you nGrok, please visit the site. Once you click on the site, you will see the n8n workflow. Now you have your public URL, but you are hosting it locally. Okay, so let's just give an email, Vala. Let me just give this details. Let me just choose some password. Now just don't click this. Okay, so I've created my password, everything. Now just get rid of this, get started. So now see, everything paid is free forever. So you will have workflows, you will have debugging, you will have execution, you will have folder system. Make sure to add your email and send me the license key. So it will send you a license key, and now you will have everything done on your system locally, right? So if I want to show you, just go localhost and go to the port. Let's get rid of this. Now you would see, let's give the email, let me give you the password. See, this both are the same thing, but this is hosted publicly, this is hosted locally, so only you would see it. But if I just want to show you, let's say trigger manual, save it. Now if you refresh it over here, let me just go to overview. Here you would see your my workflow. So this is your workflow, this click one. So these two are connected and synced automatically. So once you do anything over here, it will be reflected over here, because this both are same. This both are the same thing, but now here you would have everything access, every workflow access. You can customize this as you want, right? Now let's talk about the activation key. What you need to do once you are into the account section, just click on this 3 button settings. Here you would have your activate workflow page, and just click on this activation key. And let me just get my activation key from my email. See, I got my activation key. Just copy this key from here, paste it, and see my license is activated. Now I have everything what I want to do, everything is over here, and I can do whatever I want onto this n8n workflow. So this is how you can implement your n8n workflow onto your system without paying a single penny to n8n while you were using the same thing on the cloud. Now you're doing the same thing on your own URL. If you share this URL to your friends, they would able to see your workflows, right? So this was the video about how you can do it within 10 minutes. If you like the video, then don't forget to like the channel, like the video, and subscribe to the channel. Comment down below what you want in the next video. We're gonna do it as soon as we can. So till then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.